All right, let's get today started. Didn't mean to smack my headphones like that. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of get ready with me kind of vibe, just because you know what, might as well save some time. So today, vibes, about to go to the gym. I'm gonna finish recording this episode, then I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna get a lot of work done today because I'm feeling fantastic. Already have most of my stuff in my backpack ready. Change of clothes, all that fun stuff, work stuff. Just finished making myself some lunch. Made myself some chicken and rice and veggies and all that fun stuff. Gotta make sure to take my headphones with me. But that's kind of the vibe of today. I'm feeling good. I hope you're feeling good as well. It's a good day to have a good day. Oh, I kind of like this spot because you know what? When I look down right here, I got a little whiteboard going. Well, technically I have two whiteboards. I have this little whiteboard and then I have a larger whiteboard right here. This smaller one is a little bit more focused. This one's more filled with a bit of nonsense. Just random quotes, random stuff that's a little outdated. Should probably be updating that soon just to get the mind working a little bit more. But here I just have a list of ideas of stuff to do. And honestly, they're still, the ideas that I have set up from a few weeks ago are still the same ones I am working on. Because here's the funny thing. I felt as though I was given these next steps. I say given because I truly believe that God sends me these desires and these signs and whatnot. A whole long list of beliefs underneath that. But basically all to say that, you know, I have a few things that I plan to do, right? And they're important things. They're important steps that I'm setting up. And they're also a bit larger than, you know, a 2-minute task. Like this is like multi-day stuff. So I'm still working on it, but I'm looking at underneath it, I have what I call a bank of ideas, which is just whenever I have an idea, I write it down. I write it down and I don't worry about it right now. I don't believe that's the next step, but I believe that it can inspire me later. And so I'm looking at that inspiration and I realize, wow, a lot of that stuff I've actually already done. You know, some of it has to do with exercising again. And I'm like, I'm on an exercise routine and I am loving it. I'm loving it. What am I doing? I have 2 running days every week. I am training to run a marathon distance by November. I haven't signed up for a race at all yet. Not really fully doing it for the race, kind of doing it just for the endurance and the body, I don't want to say bodybuilding, but like strength building kind of thing. I'm doing it to show that I can, show myself that I can, to know that I made a promise to myself. Oh, we are looking at many, many, many months ago, where I pretty much said, you know what, Philip, whenever you're ready to get serious, show me by doing this thing, which is running a marathon, right? And you know, there's a lot of funny jokes going. There's a lot of funny things going around these days about, you know, at some point, mid-early adulthood, you know, a guy is going to choose one of many things to really get into, and one of them is running. And if they got into running, well, yeah, I'll leave that to the internet. So semi-true. But there is a part of it that's like, you know, up until now, I haven't been serious about it. I haven't been serious about that, and therefore I've been proving to myself that when I say something, I'm not that serious about it. I could push it off. I could wait till later. Sound familiar? I don't know. You tell me. You ever have that habit, that pattern of telling yourself you're gonna do some crazy goal or achieve some crazy thing or just have a life bigger than you have right now, and yet you're doing nothing to get there? That's a symptom of this lack of trust you have. You haven't built that trust in yourself that when you say something, like when you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it, right?
that's a muscle that needs to be trained. That's a skill that needs to be built. And so I'm building that now. I've said a lot of stuff, throughout the last however many years. I've made a lot of commitments, and a lot of them haven't come to pass yet. Because although I make mistakes, although I fumble, although I don't do everything in a timely manner when I say I'm going to do it, that doesn't mean that I've neglected the goal. I learn from those experiences. I learn, why did I fail? Why did I give up? A lot of them has to do with, did I either get distracted by something else? Was it fear that let me get distracted by something else? Do I think I'm worthy of it? A lot of it's in my mind. So almost all of it is in my mind. Almost none of it is actual capability. I know I could do all the things that I have set out to do recently. All of them, right? Training and working out, that's fairly simple. Not always easy, but it is simple. You just have to go and do it, right? Making content, you just have to go and do it, right? It's not a huge, crazy thing where you have to figure out all the steps and all the strategies. Just show up. Just show up and do it. So that's kind of where the running part is coming from, right? So I realized, why did I say all this? Talk about my exercise. 2 runs a week to start, and pretty much the other 5 days, more or less four of those days are going to be a full workout, some body part / area, I'll call it. I don't really fully know what split I'm on right now, because I do let Whoop help me generate a bunch of workouts, right? I like how it's tracking my sleep, tracking my recovery, tracking my however many vitals it can, and it tells me, all right, you're looking a little bit weaker, how are you feeling? And I say, all right, I woke up, I'm feeling a little tired, feeling a little sluggish, and it adjusts my workouts for me, right? It maybe lowers it by a set, or says, all right, go a little bit lighter on the weight, and it's giving me and myself this permission of hey, I could go a little bit lighter today. And why that's important to me is because part of my winning formula is giving myself permission to be trash as long as I still show up. My losing formula, what I need to do to fail is to think that I need to be perfect, and if I'm not perfect, I won't do it at all, right? I've gone into that pattern so many times where I say, oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little slower today, I'm feeling a little weaker today, so maybe tomorrow will be better. But if I say that 2 or 3 days in a row, that never stops. That becomes the new pattern, the new habit. And then it's weeks, if not months, for me to get back. If you want to see a great example of that, check out my Instagram, check out my TikTok, filled with it. You'll see the phases of me starting and stopping, because that was me redoing that losing formula. I lost the ability to love it because I was too hard on myself and I weighed myself down. Oops, I know now. I'm learning now. I'm practicing new strategies, new formulas now. So, anyways, the split is whatever. I've also been using, I believe it's called Liftoff. That gamified workout app where you get XP for different muscle groups and all that fun stuff. I just use it for fun, for seeing progress, for seeing myself growing. And basically, what I want to say to you is that do what you have to do in order to be consistent. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing, because if there's anything I've realized is I am not like everybody else. I don't have the same level of, focus as everybody else. I don't have the same level of call it discipline as everybody else. But I also know I don't have the same level of fear as everybody else. In some of these things I have more, and some of the things I have less. But what I know is one thing that I strive at is conviction. I truly wholeheartedly believe that everything that I have said up until now, when it comes to things I want to do, people I want to meet, places I want to see, I wholeheartedly believe that I can do all those things. Wholeheartedly. And it's only in the moment do I get in my own way. But as a grand picture kind of thing, no, I don't have a good excuse. I don't have a good reason why I can't do something. I only have many amazing reasons for why I can. So, here we are. That's what's up today. I just went on a beautiful tangent, realizing, I guess this today is supposed to be like a traction style video. Hope this, hope, I don't know. Just teaching at this point. Maybe that content strategy is going to be more for Instagram. We'll see. Anywho, I'm going to get going because I'm actually itching to go work out. I want to work out, and maybe this is that feeling that everybody's talking about. But the more you do it, the more it feels weird if you don't do it. I don't know. But I'm actually really excited to go to the gym. I enjoy going there. And the sooner I leave, the sooner I could finish that workout and maybe even hit up the steam room / sauna. I say / but it's 2 separate rooms. Because they just fixed the steam room at my LA Fitness. Because that's where I'd be working out. I don't need anything crazy. Actually, some people consider LA Fitness crazy. I say that because in comparison to the rock climbing gym I work at, an LA Fitness membership is nothing crazy. It's quite chill. I used to pay for a rock climbing membership, and if you know anything about rock climbing and rock climbing memberships to like indoor gyms, they're not the cheapest thing in the world. They're not the cheapest hobby, right? I do wholeheartedly find it worth it. I was doing it for about a year, if not more, before I ever started working there. Because it is such a good source of functional strength, of actually using your body. Being in the gym is great and all for all the muscle groups that I'm not normally hitting, and to, build a little bit of a physique, a little bit of a body kind of vibe, to move my body around. But in general, where I really, really practice using that strength is going to be in rock climbing. It's going to be in running. It's going to be in all the other ways that I want to move my body, as a unit, right? Anyway, that's why I do all that. So I'm looking at my ideas, and you know what? I don't actually have to look at any of that because I got 2 solid ones right now. One of them is I got to transcribe some notes that I've been avoiding for about 3 months now. It's fantastic, right? Imagine that. I set out to do that. Actually, no, I would say about 2 months. Set out to do that about 2 months ago and still have not done it. So guess who's locking in on that? This guy. So, we're going to get going. I love you. I really do. You are amazing, and I thank you for being here, and I thank you for caring about yourself, because ultimately listening to a guy like me ramble is only possible when you care about yourself. Truly. Because if you were just looking to pass the time, well, yeah, maybe you did turn this on in the background, but ultimately, I am not an example of anything else other than I want better for you. Right? I want better for you, and the way I show that is by wanting better for myself. I want to make sure that I am being an example of what I want you to do. I want you to work out. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to eat healthy. I want you to believe in yourself in a way that when you have a goal, when you have a conviction or anything like that, you set out to do it because you believe you can. I want to be that example for you. Okay? So, let's get going. Today's going to be a good day. Today, maybe tomorrow's going to be a good day if you're watching this at the end of your day. But for me, I'm just starting. So today is going to be a beautiful day. I'm so excited. I'm blessed. And I can't wait to see what it has in store for me. There's going to be some really great people. I already know it. How awesome is that? Until next time, just remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.